Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Everyone, Skylinks here, bringing you another video review. Next part of Secret Week, and that would be Classic Starscream. Just to give you guys a heads up, unfortunately I did not get Master Beast Skywarp in the mail yet. When I get him I will review him, but it'll probably be after Secret Week. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, Classic line. Just to give you a heads up, the Classic line is basically taking Generation 1 characters and retooling them to a more modern update. For the sake of this review, I brought out Generation 1 Starscream, and we'll do a side-by-side comparison just to see how much it really changed. I think the first obvious thing we should do is point out color. Typically it stays within the same color scheme, red and gray, but the patterns are different. As you can see here, the red is more of just a straight line on the wings, where we have more of a flashy color scheme on the wings are classic. The tail wings here have red decal, where they have nothing on the Generation 1. And then, if you turn to the side, the back tail wings, red decal with gray, and then red decal with blue. I took my rub symbol off, but the rub symbol would be right here. But Decepticon symbols on the original, no Decepticon symbols on this one. Last noticeable thing is the blue streak going down the classic, which we didn't have it on the original. If we flip this bad boy over, and flip you over, landing gear. There is this large landing gear here, which is very nice on the original, and on the classic he has these small things on his boob area, which is landing gear. I don't really like them as landing gear. They really don't do anything, so whatever. And the null rays are noticeably different in size. Other than that, they're pretty loyal to the Generation 1 figure. I'm going to just take this away, and we'll go into transforming him. Flip you back over. Okay, obviously, if you don't have the landing gear out, you're fine, but if you do, just flip them back up, and then you're good. Move this back, take out the laser cannons, the null rays, get those out of the way. Flip the wings up. There you go, like that. Excuse me. And then take the back sections and flip these in. Just fold them in like so. Bring the feet out, kind of like Generation 1. Just flip them out like that, and bring this whole section down. There, we're doing pretty good, aren't we? Okay, open up this section here, flip the arms out. All you do is just pull them out. This right side is kind of annoying. There we go. And then, this is kind of cool. It's a change from the original. Just unsnap this area here. Turn it around, put it down, and tuck it inside the body, and then close up the body. Okay. Next, flip these tail legs up. I forgot to do that. Flip them up so they're level like that, and you can separate the legs. Now, hold on 1 second. The hands can be very difficult depending on what figure you have. One of my friends has Classic Skywarp, and his hands come out really easily. Mine on my Classic Starscream doesn't, so I have to use a knife to pull them out. Excuse me. There we go. I feel so bad doing this, but I have no fingernails, so I can't really get it with my own fingernails. If I did, I probably could, but I have to use a knife. I'm sorry. My apologies. But you get to see my cool butterfly knife again. Gets from my black belt master. Okay, so you bring the hands out like that. They just fold out from this intersection here. And right now he looks like a freaking cone head, but bring this section out, open it up, and bring it back. Next is you put the null ray cannons back on. There you go. That's him fully transformed. I'm going to pause the review so we can do that side-by-side comparison again. Okay, here's a side-by-side comparison. Before I do so, I'd like to just show you the articulation. Legs can go up and down, and bend at the knee. Okay. You can stick the arms out, but it's going to move the wings back. I think we all know that by now. The missiles do fire, and the arms can bend at the elbow. That's about it, other than its head, which can move slightly back and forth, side to side. Okay. So let's just put you back there. The articulation is pretty good, with the exception of the wings getting in the way of the null ray. It's a pretty good figure articulation-wise. Anyways, here's the original. I mean, the classic. Here's the original. Color scheme stays within the same between the two. Obviously, the stickers are compensated with color scheme. As you look here, you see that the new one, the classic, is by far 10 times better than the original. Look at that. It's just a beautiful figure overall. So accurate, much better than the original. Granted, the original is Generation 1. Generation 1, they're old figures, so they're not going to be that accurate. The classic line just take the cake. I think other than the Masterpiece, the classic is the best Starscream figure ever. Bar none. That may just be my personal opinion, but that's what I believe. They really fixed up the leg sections here. See how you have to kind of keep the tail wings out and flatten them out like that? They really fixed that up there. I mean, the only complaint I have with this figure is that the null rays are too much in the way. They're too big, and this section right here, they could have kind of cut off so that you can actually move the arm back without hitting the wing. And my only other complaint is the wing is a little... It's only one peg, so it looks like it's really loose. But other than that, no complaints whatsoever. The face is very nicely detailed. If you can see that, he has red eyes in comparison to the gold eyes that him has. Just overall, it's a fantastic figure. If you look at the back here, as you can see, the cone actually tucks back where it sticks out on the original. So, there's a little interesting side note. The figure is just so beautiful. It is awesome. I love it to death. If you definitely get a chance to pick him up, pick him up. And when he was in stores, he was like $9. Now online, he goes for a good $20 on eBay, and then $40 for on Amazon. So stay away from Amazon on him. Go for eBay with him. If you find the classic Skywarp, I suggest getting him over the classic Starscream. Even though I love Starscream as a character better, and its color scheme just looks fantastic in this, the classic Skywarp looks just a bit better. I mean, I always thought purple and black goes better than blue or red, so definitely go with the classic Skywarp if you get a chance. But if you see any of the classic Seekers, if you see any of the classics overall, buy them. But if you see any of the classics, just go for them first. Ramjet, Starscream, and Skywarp. Not necessarily in that order. I would say go for Skywarp first, then you see Starscream, go for him, and then lastly go for Ramjet. But then again, if you see all three of them, buy all three of them. They are fantastic figures. Give you a nice little overview look again. It's just so show accurate, and it's just so beautiful. I honestly think this is the best classic figure. Not only is it my favorite, but it's the best. I think it's right up there with the Classics Prime and the Classics Rodimus. I mean, there's no Classics I don't like. The only one I don't really care for is Mirage, but I mean, this Classics really takes the cake. Again, let's do another comparison. But yes, Classic line, definitely pick it up. They're getting pretty slim. Just to give you a heads up, though, they are coming out with Classic 2.0. Figures that are supposed to be in there. We already saw pictures of Onslaught, which is the Combaticon leader. Whether or not he forms Bruticus is up to debate. I doubt he will. Sideswipe and Sunstreaker have been seen. Other people that are supposed to be out there, Jazz, RC, Galvatron, Octane is a definite. But Classic line will be coming back, so definitely kudos on that. I love the Classic line. It was one of my favorite lines. So definitely look forward to those. And don't buy them, so I can buy them all first, and then you can buy them. But no, go out there and get them. I'm definitely looking forward to the Classic line 2.0 more than the animated line. I mean, I'm looking forward to the animated line, but the Classic line was just so great. So don't worry, the Classic line will be back. Whether or not this is the end of Seeker Week, I don't know. It depends on if I get Masterpiece Skywarp. I don't have Ramjet, and I don't have Thrust, so I can't do any reviews on them. But that may change within the time between me doing this video and actually putting them on YouTube. So, anyways, this is Skylinks. I'm going to say peace out for now, and my Starscream say peace out for now, too.